Hi, I'm Nathan with this week's Science and Tech News. Disney is bringing its popular Marvel and Star Wars movies into the medical world of prosthetics, replacing kids' missing limbs with awesome artificial ones. See, the field of bionics explores ways to create man-made machines that function like living organisms. Researchers have already invented amazing gadgets such as contact lenses that give us superhuman sight and 3D printed body parts that are printed out layer by layer with special biological materials. So, where does Disney come in? They're making superhero and fantasy-inspired prosthetics like Iron Man's gauntlet, a frosty glove that the ice sorceress of Frozen would love to wear, and a lightsaber-like hand perfect for Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader fans. While kids are suiting up with technology inspired by a galaxy far, far away, NASA's New Horizons is exploring Pluto, 3 billion miles away. It took 10 years for the spacecraft to reach the X planet, and now its cameras and high-tech instruments are sending back out-of-this-world photos. Pluto is the 10th biggest known body orbiting the Sun, and it's made of ice and rock. It was first discovered in 1930 and classified as the 9th planet from the Sun. But it was downgraded to a dwarf planet in 2006. Ouch. The 5 known moons that orbit it are Charon, Styx, Nix, Kerberos, and Hydra. New Horizons has been swooping by with some photo-snapping flybys of Pluto, taking pics of wacky stuff, like a range of mountains rising as high as 11,000 feet above the icy surface, reddish ice tinged by ultraviolet sunlight, and blue skies colored by atmospheric haze. This is the first ever space mission to check out a world so incredibly far away from Earth, and it will unlock clues about the early formation of the solar system. And if any Plutonians, Martians, or intergalactic civilizations are sending out radio signals, China just might hear them, since they're building the world's biggest radio telescope to find aliens.
Yes, very curious, very interesting.
Nicknamed Sky Eye, it will search distant galaxies for radio signals and extraterrestrial life. In fact, the 500-meter Aperture Spherical Telescope, or FAST, will be a dish as big as 30 football fields. Why radio waves? Well, they're a form of electromagnetic radiation, which is a force that happens between electrically charged particles. It can produce everything from visible light to X-rays and radio waves, and even Emperor Palpatine's Force lightning. By picking up on radio waves with special telescopes, scientists can study places in the universe that may not give off enough light for traditional telescopes. Who knows? One day they may hear cantina music from Mos Eisley. From alien radio waves to sky-high drones, a company called Biocarbon Engineering plans to plant 1 billion trees a year and end deforestation with the help of unmanned machines. See, drones are becoming increasingly popular in recreational use, business deliveries, military surveillance, and science exploration. And since 3 to 6 billion trees are cut down every year to free up land for crops, cattle grazing, or palm oil trees, what better way to replace them than with tree-planting drones? After all, trees are crucial for keeping our oxygen supply healthy and abundant, not to mention the homes they provide for countless species of wildlife. With a blend of mapping data and a swarm of seed pod shooting drones, biocarbon engineering can turn the tide against deforestation and save the planet.